U.S. State Department reminded travelers to avoid going to parts of Mexico as 4 Americans were kidnapped in Matamoros last week, 2 of whom were killed while the other 2 returned to the U.S. on Tuesday. The reminder came just days before college students head off to tropical destinations like parts of Mexico for spring break. Migrants, mostly from Central America, wait in line to cross the border into the U.S. at the Gateway International Bridge, between the cities of Brownsville, Texas, and Matamoros, Mexico, on March 15, 2021, in Brownsville, Texas. Photo by Chandan Khanna/AFP via Getty Images. The State Department issued a Level 4 travel advisory for 6 Mexican states in October 2022, and last Friday the U.S. Embassy and consulates in Mexico issued the reminder after reports of a shooting in Tamaulipas. The U.S. Consulate General reminds U.S. citizens that Tamaulipas is classified as Level 4, do not travel in the State Department's travel advisory for Mexico, the consulate said. Americans who survived Mexico kidnapping shaken after they watched other die, family. Tamaulipas is located just south of Texas, and Matamoros, where the 4 individuals were kidnapped last week, in the state of Tamaulipas. But also included on the State Department's list of states in Mexico that are considered a Level 4 threat because of crime and kidnapping are Guerrero, Zacatecas, Sinaloa, Colima, and Michoacán. Travelers heading to Campeche or Yucatan are advised to exercise normal precautions. Deadly Mexico kidnapping highlights dangers of U.S. citizens seeking medical procedures in region. Members of a Mexican cartel kidnapped 4 Americans who traveled across the border from Brownsville, Texas, to Matamoros, Tamaulipas, last week, allegedly seeking a tummy tuck surgery. 2 of the Americans and an innocent Mexican bystander died during the incident, according to U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ken Salazar. The 4 Americans have been identified as McGee, Sheed Woodard, Eric Williams, and Zindell Brown, all of South Carolina. The FBI has said it cannot identify the survivors, but McGee and Williams have been identified by their families as the survivors. Mexican Nación La Guardia prepare a search mission for 4 U.S. citizens kidnapped by gunmen at Matamoros, Mexico, Monday, March 6, 2023. AP photo. Tamaulipas Gov. Americo Villarreal said authorities located the 4 Americans in a shack guarded by a man, who was arrested. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said at a news conference on Tuesday that the U.S. had repatriated the 2 survivors with the assistance of our Mexican partners, with the assistance of our officials in Mexico. The 2 deceased Americans will be turned over and repatriated into the U.S. following forensic work at the Matamoros morgue. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Monday that these sorts of attacks are unacceptable and the Biden administration would stand ready to provide all appropriate consular assistance.